recording now. I can't talk.
So how was your ride? How did it feel?
No, it was all right. See, you have to wait when I'm not knowing that you're recording me.
But this is for you. It's not to put anywhere.
Yeah, I know. But now I can't think. My time with that bike, so it's like I made it fit perfect. You know, fit me perfect, like comfortable wise. And that's when my hand was messed up too. I couldn't ride because my hand. But now, now it's
So you made it custom to your dimensions.
yeah, like the fit, like made it comfortable to fit me, like perfect. So I don't have to really, you know, I can relax riding. I just got to worry about other people hitting me or whatever.
Right.
But as far as me riding, I could ride that bike all day long. Like I could just ride it without getting tired. Like, you know, my shoulder, my back don't hurt, none of that.
And how about balancing it?
Balancing good too. When I stop, you know, and it's low, so both my feet can touch the ground when I stop. So.
And how about the weight of the bike?
It's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
The bike is heavy. You know, it's probably heavier with all that stuff on it now than it was when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
With, you know, with the bags and the fairing and all that. But it's heavy. But once you start rolling, then it's all right. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you start rolling, it's all right.
And then how do you feel in terms of like where the handlebars sit and?
Yeah, they adjusted right. They like right here. So my arms are bent all the time like this.
Mm-hmm.
They like bent. So it's not, I'm not reaching.
Yeah.
Like the other bikes, I gotta kind of reach and lean forward.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, you know, sometimes when I ride a long time, my elbow or my shoulder start hurting. And, you know, and then like sometime with the other bike, the Honda, the little yellow one,
Mm-hmm.
my hand go numb, like, cause it shakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it shakes so much. This bike don't shake. You know, it's like little, like you don't feel nothing in the handlebars. You know, you don't feel nothing. You know, it don't really.
No vibration.
It has a little vibration, but you don't feel it like in the seat. You can see the fenders and like shaking and the bag shaking, but you ain't shaking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like your shoulders, like your hands and stuff ain't shaking, because that shaking would be making your hand go like numb,
Right.
like that vibration. But
And what do you think about the foot placement too?
no, the feet is all right too. Like it's like, you know, it's not all the way. It's in front of you, but not like all the way in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, like kind of like this, and your knees are bent and everything. So it fitted, you know, good, you know.
So if a person has a little bit of body aches or pain, you think this would be good for comfort riding or cruising?
Yeah, it's good for comfort riding. And it's not like overly fast. Like when you hit the gas, it just don't take off, and you know it'll go, but it's not like overly fast. That's the only thing, is if it was a little bit faster, you know, it'd be better. But I mean, it's fast enough. But when, you know, getting off like that BMW, which is was way fast, you know, real fast. Compared to this bike, but otherwise, you know,
So this bike,
can't really lose control. Like I feel like in a panic or whatever, you can't really lose control in this bike, because it's easy to like manage with, you know, even though it's heavy. But you know, the only way you're gonna drop it if you're not moving, like if you're going real slow, and you know, you don't practice the real slow maneuvers. But riding it, you can't really fall off. You can't really drop the bike or fall off the bike or whatever, because it's up, you know.
So who would you recommend this bike for?
I don't know. Because of the weight, I don't know if it's good for beginner. It might be good for beginner, bike, but it's heavy. So you're slow riding, you gotta get good practice on your slow. If you practice on the slow riding, tight turns, like U-turns, cones and stuff like that, tight turns, then you'll be all right because you can't lose control or nothing like that. And it's basic. It's like a basic bike. You don't have like a whole lot of controls on it. So it's just the turn signals, and the speedometer, and that's it. And the yellow, and not even a light that comes on when you're low on gas, you won't know. So you got to keep track of your gas because there's no gas gauge and nothing on it. But other than that, you just go by the miles.
What about a seasoned rider?
Yeah, a seasoned rider would be easy. Nothing for a seasoned rider. They might want a little more, or maybe not. If they want a whole lot of gadgets and stuff, then that's not, then you have to probably get something else, because that doesn't have a whole lot of electronics and none of that stuff on there. You don't have nothing on there. It's a basic bike and no ABS brakes and none of that. It's just a regular, it's just a basic motorcycle. That's, but that make it easy. Like it don't, a lot less can go wrong. But like breaking down, that's why there's no fuel injection. It's carburetor. So.
How would you feel about traffic with this type of bike? Or is it more for just a simple ride?
Nah, it'll be good in traffic because it's stop and go, because it's not oil cooled. It has a radiator, and it's cool or water cooled, so the motor don't get hot. The motor doesn't really get hot like the air cooled bikes. So you can go and sit in traffic, without moving, and nothing ain't gonna happen.
So it's good for commuting?
Yeah, it'll be good for commuting.
How far would you say you recommend, or is there a limit?
Nah, you can go everywhere in it. You can go commuting, or you can go from here down south, or out of state or whatever. Because it'll keep up in traffic on the highway and everything, and it's smooth. You won't lose control, nothing like that, and it don't overheat if you get stuck in traffic. Bumper to bumper, it's go. And if I didn't have all that stuff on mine, like that, those bags and everything, I would be able to go in between the cars too, like lane split too. Even though it's it's not legal over here, but in New York. But I mean, you can probably still lane split too. You just gotta make sure you're wide enough. You got a wide enough spot to go through.
So
on a high parkway or whatever.
So would you say one of the most important things to remember with this bike is the gas, the level of gas?
Yeah, you just gotta, when you fill up, you have to reset your trip meter, to 0. And I don't really know, because I never really ran it empty, so I don't really know how many miles I get to an empty tank. But I just say, when you see it, say like about 150 miles or something, or maybe more than that, I don't know. But when I see 150 miles, I just stop for gas. I may can go longer than that. I just never did it. Plus, you got a reserve too. So if you run out of gas, just switch it on to reserve, and reserve will take you a little further. I don't know how much, because I never ran out of gas, so I don't know. You probably have to look in the book, and they probably tell you.
So all around, this bike is good for every type of rider, you would say?
Yeah, unless you just want to go real fast, it's because it's not a real fast bike. But.
So if speed is not your thing, then this would be an all-around bike.
It's fast enough to keep up on the parkway, but it's on the highway. But like racing and stuff like that, you're not gonna race it or whatever.
Okay.